You don't understand that the light that you shine scares the fuck out of people. They have no idea what to do with you. They have no idea where to place you because they want you to fit within the molds of what they have been conditioned to believe is their society, is right or wrong, is success, is friendship, is love, is relationship. They've been taught that, okay, we stay in connection with people that we don't actually like. BB here, back with another top of the morning message for ya. It is really giving breakfast with BB. God has really been freeing me lately of the need to fit in with this society. And He reminds me that I am here to do the work of God. That I am here to transcend systems, transcend conditionings, and to literally deliver light to this world. And people won't understand it. And what I realize is that it's like you don't understand that the light that you shine scares the fuck out of people. They have no idea what to do with you. They have no idea where to place you because they want you to fit within the molds of what they have been conditioned to believe is their society, is right or wrong, is success, is friendship, is love, is relationship. They've been taught that, okay, we stay in connection with people that we don't actually like. Because you never know what they're gonna be or what they can do for you. But that's not the universal truth of who actually God is. He's a very unconditional and loving God. Yes, He is. But He doesn't say to us, you need to subject yourself to scrutiny and abuse. He doesn't say to us, you need to allow people to infiltrate your aura, to infiltrate your energetic boundaries, to be honest, to infiltrate your heart. That's why the word says guard your heart. It's not in a sense of be defensive and be on guard. It's in a sense of hey, don't take on what's not for you to take on. Don't blur the lines. That's their lesson, not yours. So when you're that feels offensive to me, that feels confrontational to me, that feels passive aggressive to me, that feels fake and phony to me, you're actually at the level where you're now seeing oh wait, this is what they believe is truth. This is the realm that they operate in. And I'm not excusing their behavior. Because I hear you and I see you. I affirm you. I understand your hurt. I hear your pain. I hear it. I hear where you have felt unsupported, where you have felt let down by the people that you have come to know and love, by the people that you have invited to your dinner table to sit and break bread with you. But as I've said before, and I will say again, Jesus is the example for us for a reason. Because He broke breads with all kind of men. They literally used to look at this man are you really gonna do that? Are you really gonna allow that Jezebel to come up in this house? You know she's a prostitute, right? Sis was the purest spirit in the room. You're really going to allow that woman to talk to you and sit at your feet? And because, again, Mary Magdalene was so just astounded at the fact that someone was open to her. Someone would listen to her. Someone would hear her and see her. What did she do? She literally bowed at the feet of Jesus and washed Him with her hair. She dipped her hair in perfumes and said, hey, I want to anoint and bless you because you have been such a blessing to me and you ain't even barely said 2 words to me, but I just feel your heart for me and I want you to know that it resonates. We're here, baby. I see you. We're eye to eye because that's who God is. He's eye to eye with all things. So the people that you're oh, I need to block, or I need to get off social, or social is like a toxic place. He's like, girl, I sent you here so you can navigate in these spaces, not for them to constantly trigger you, but in fact for you to transcend the systems, for you to dismantle the systems, for you to alleviate the perception that there is something wrong within, not necessarily something wrong within the system, because I believe it's part of our missions to to change things. Like, we're going to transform. That's why literally social media has freed me, because I know the transformative powers of being online. But again, just like everything else, there is a spectrum. In the church, it's like you have people that you want to talk to and you have people that you want to avoid. Online, you have people that you kind of want to talk to and you have people that you like, I'll get back to them. Why is that? Because this is a spectrum. Light, there is a spectrum of light. That is how we're able to see. That is how we're able to transmute color. People forget God is a scientist. That is how we're able to understand this reality. So it's like the spectrum of everything and the spectrum of people's energy, it kind of either repels you to them or it compels you to them. And so now you're seeing like, ooh, this feels repelling. Ask yourself why. Don't make it about the person. That's what I'm trying to say. You do yourself a disservice by becoming disempowered in a sense. You don't understand their life journey, their life path. You don't know what God has going on in their life, just like they don't know what God has going on in your life. So that's why they're sitting on what they believe is the opposite end of the spectrum, peering in through the window, trying to figure out what's going on and how is she so abundant and so happy and so joyous and I'm not. And literally, Jesus did this work day in and day out. How is it that he feels so confident and self-assured that he is the Son of God? I don't feel it. God don't talk to me. I go to the church every day. I go to the mosque every day. I'm in here every day. And Jesus is like, yeah, because you're not connecting to him. You're not surrendering to him. You're going as high as you know how to go. But I'm trying to take you a higher way. I came here to show you that you have access to the Father. I came here to show you that you are his direct descendant. I came here to show you that you are an inheritor of the kingdom. I'm giving you literally a higher way. And so he has told me so many times, it's like social media is just your means of a higher way. It's just a tool. Use it in accordance with my kingdom. Use it for my good. Use it to spread my light and my joy. And those who are meant to be repelled by your light will be repelled. And those that are meant to be compelled by your light will be compelled. Because even those that are repelled are still compelled to your light. They still see it shining. And they still need it to shine on them. People need to be triggered by you sometimes. People need to feel uncomfortable sometimes. I am here to point you to the light at all times, because that is the highest way. So I can hold space for you. I can hold your hand. I can be with you in moments of disparity. I can be with you in moments of depression. I can hold space for you when people don't meet your needs. I can hold space for you when you're not feeling enough. But God has shown me you don't have to wait for them to understand you for you to do your work. It's not your job to fit in. It's not your job. And essentially we fit in by disempowering ourselves. Because the other people are disempowered, or at least they believe themselves to be disempowered. But they can't help the level of belief that they have in this moment. We too have felt lost before. And what have we come to realize recently? That God is like, hey bitch, you were on the right path the whole motherfucking time. You just didn't know it. Because you forgot I was holding your hand through all of this. You forgot that I got your back. You forgot about the covenant that we made before you even came into this earth. It's just spiritual amnesia. And that's what they have. So because they forget who God is, they forget themselves. And so because they forget themselves, they forget who you are and who you are to them and who you've been to them. And so we take that on, again, blurring the lines. We take that on and think it's about us. It's a that's a direct attack. It's a they mean us harm. It's a this is not a safe space for me. God is like, bitch, what are you talking about? It's all safe for you. I created you. You are always safe. You don't need the covering of a man. God can use anything and everything because God needs something to flow through. Again, He is light. Light needs to emit. It needs a source from which to come through. The light bulbs emit light. The lamppost outside emit light. A flashlight, you got to turn it on and then the light disperses. God is dispersing His covering out to you at every given moment, and it's coming through everything that happens to show up in your reality. We're just judging the reality because we're seeing it through a dense lens. We're seeing it through this foggy, clouded smoke. And God is like, girl, if you just make yourself accessible to the light that I am and that's shining from within you, I'ma clear all this shit up. I'ma clear up the pain. I'ma clear you of the hurt. I'ma clear you of the energy of thinking that you need more. And because I am so connected, and because I am so protected, because I am so abundant in my wealth, in my love, in my goodness, and all of it flows from the eternal light source Himself, it doesn't matter if they see me. It doesn't matter if they feed back into me. It doesn't matter if I feel alien out here on this planet. I'm meant to feel that way because I'm not from here. The fuck? This is one limited perception in the grand totality that is God. And I am here and you are here to shed light on that fact. To show people that they don't have to live in the limited ways of thinking that they do, in the limited ways of loving that they do, in the limited ways of understanding that they do. They don't have to covet you for what you have because God has more than enough for them as well. And in fact, if they tap into what He has for them, they're not only going to be abundant, but they're going to feel fulfilled because they're going to be meeting their life's mission. They're going to be fulfilling the calling on their specific life. That is fulfillment. Doing what you are called to do. And you are called to produce and be a source of light on this planet. And yes, we shall be fulfilled. Yes, we shall have all the desires of our hearts. Yes, we shall live abundantly and joyfully and blissfully. Yes, we shall be seen and heard and celebrated. But it's not about none of that. It's about the way in which we live out the divine calling on our life every day.